What's up, y'all? So on today's video, I'm going to be doing another thoughts and faults. Yes, I'm laying in my bed. But I'm doing a thoughts and faults video on the LGBTQ plus community. Just gonna give y'all a little rundown on who I am and how I am. So, the LGBTQ plus community, all these letters, baby. Well, explaining me first, I'm Zoe. That's it, that's all. I don't want nobody to look at me and be like, oh, and be confused on, quote unquote, my sexuality, what I am, what. It ain't no what I am because I am a human. And who I am is Zoe. So I don't want y'all to be like, oh, is that a girl? Is that a boy? Woot. Clear that up. I'm a girl. Period. I was born a girl, raised as a girl, and I'm going to continue to be a girl, a female. Yeah, my sexuality, I don't like labels, and a lot of people tend to label me as a stud. I'm not a stud. I'm just not feminine. And I would consider myself as a tomboy because this is what I've dressed like as a boy my whole life. I never been feminine. I never liked quote unquote girl clothes. That never been my style. I always been a tomboy. I never, liked wearing panties. I never liked wearing skirts and shorts and stuff like that. I was a real rough kid. So I would consider myself a tomboy, not a stud. Do I like girls? Yes. That does not mean I'm gay. Do I like boys? Yes. That does not mean I'm straight. And just because I like both of those genders do not mean I'm bisexual. I am a pansexual female, meaning for me is I love who love me. I love who loves me. I accept who accepts me. I care for who cares for me. It's just that. Now I'm gonna give y'all the Google definition of what pansexual is. So I'm gonna give y'all the rundown on what Google say pansexual is. I just want whomever wants me. That don't mean I'm gonna accept like the BS that comes along with a person. That just mean I accept them whether they identify as a gender or not a gender, non-binary. But pansexual in Google meaning means sexually or romantically attracted to people regardless of their sex or gender. So yeah, let me read this. Pansexual is sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people of all genders or regardless of their sex or gender identity. Pansexual people might refer to themselves as gender blind, asserting that gender and sex are not determined factors in their romantic or sexual attraction to others. That's the flag. So yeah, that's what I am. Like, your gender really doesn't matter. As long as you, like, smart, like, caring, you think, like, as long as you're a good person it really don't matter. Like, just treat me right, I'm gonna treat you right type shit. So yeah, that's explaining Zoe. How do I feel about the LGBTQ plus community? Being a part of it, I accept everybody. But oh my God, it's so many. I have my own opinion on a lot of the stuff that goes on in the LGBTQ plus community, because it's like, why? It's like they trying to force it on kids. I don't like that. This was not forced onto me. Nothing happened to me that made me Zoe. Nothing happened to me that made me the way I am. Nothing. I wasn't forced to be who I am. It's natural. You feel me? So I feel like they should just let it flow. And by they, I know who they is. The people that's trying to force it in the books, trying to force it in the schools, trying to force it on the internet, like trying to force it in the movies. Like, come on, man. It ain't that deep. This is something that should come natural. And for a lot of us, it's natural. So watching it now, watching how the LGBTQ plus community is flowing now, it's really scary to even be a part of, because it's like, damn, y'all trying to force this onto the kids. Why? This is something natural. Like, natural. I'm telling you, I've been liking girls since I was like 6 years old, since I knew what a girl was. Like, I'm talking about since I started to learn and, figure out my own identity, like real life. It was never forced onto me. And nowadays, 2023, it's being forced. And it's like, it's scary. And with that being said, that shit is making it easier for pedophiles. And it's making it easier for sick individuals to do this to your child, because y'all forcing it onto these kids in the movies and stuff. So now in their head, they like, oh, you feel me? And kids are very curious. So if it's a sick individual around your child, knowing that this is a curious child, anything can happen. So it's crazy. Some of these transgenders out here are real delusional, talking about women. Y'all know what been going on. Women gatekeeping periods. They want to have babies. It's like, whoa, like, it's so crazy. And they real life arguing with natural born women about having a cycle or a baby, trying to get surgeries and stuff like that. Like, why? It's so many kids out here that need to be adopted. It's so many kids out here that need step parents. It's so many surrogate mothers out here. It's so many other ways that you can have a child outside of carrying it yourself. So why would you harm your body, kill yourself basically, just to be like, I'm a woman? You can identify as whatever. But putting yourself and your body and other people in harm's way when you can just go out and adopt a child, it's crazy to me. Arguing with a natural born woman about a period that we don't even like is crazy, because real life, if we could give it to y'all, we would. Who wants to cramp, bloat? Like, I'm talking about full body cramps, bloat, blood clots, hormone issue. It's so much that comes along with being a woman and having a cycle that we don't want. We don't want to gatekeep love. Like sickness, nausea. It's so much that comes along with having a menstrual cycle that me being a woman, I know I don't want. So that is it's crazy. It's delusion to me. But I still love everybody. I would date anybody. I would, yeah, like I would have a relationship with anybody. Like as long as you treat me right, care about me right, regardless, I wouldn't trip. Yeah. So those are my thoughts. My thoughts about me being a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Now, I grew up in a church. So I was raised up on it is a sin. But I was also raised up on you shouldn't judge nobody. I was also raised on, you should just accept and God is our only judge, right? So with that being said, trying to figure out who I was, being scared that I'm sinning, and knowing that this is a natural feeling that I can't get rid of is crazy. But I never been gay. Like I never been fully into girls. So it was easy for me to transition, if you will, from liking girls and liking boys. It was easy for me to jump from probably a relationship with a girl or a relationship with a dude because I never just been strictly girls. If you know me from back then, you know I done had a few boyfriends. So, yeah. Like, a fault with that is I am still kind of stuck in my head on I could, quote unquote, go to hell because of this sin. So yeah, that's something that I got to repent for and, work on mentally. Since I have became more spiritual, I find myself being more feminine and wanting to date boys. Even though I'm pansexual, I always liked the boys. I never just really wanted to be in a relationship with boys as I got older because I wouldn't think that a boy would be looking at me that way. But these child, if only you knew, right? But, and also, I used to be real insecure about my body because I'm big, obviously. So that was something that kept me from also, getting into dating boys. But now I don't give a fuck at all. Like, I'm open to it now more than I was when I was younger because now I'm grown. I'm more open to it. Another fault that I have being a part of the LGBTQ plus community is how sensitive we are about each other. Because it's like, I don't want nobody to be judged. I don't want nobody to be hurt. Like, because of my sexuality, you gonna hurt me? It's like that. Like, what in your right mind would tell you to hurt me because of what I identify as? If I'm not doing no wrong by you, why you want to do wrong by me? Type stuff, So yeah, like, it's crazy that people really get hurt because they being themselves. And this is a natural feeling that is really hard for us to, quote unquote, get over, It's not something that you can just say if. It's not something that you can just move on from. Like, yeah, you can change, but it ain't that easy. I be seeing, like, now that I'm, be watching TikTok and stuff, I be seeing how some of these ex-gay people be talking about, change for God and whoop the whoop. Come on now. Stop playing with the Lord. Stop playing with the Lord. Yeah, you can change, but let's be for real. Let's just be honest. But I just wanted to do this video to give y'all a little insight on Zoe. Like, every time people ask me, like, what's your sexuality? What are you? I be like, I'm a human and I'm Zoe. So, telling that to y'all, because I know them questions gonna come sooner or later when my YouTube really start popping off. That's it. I'm just Zoe.